Hello everyone, Simon here. Welcome back to our playthrough of Shadowrun Hong Kong. Let us continue. We are deep in the late game, deep in the end game. We got our information from the plastic-faced man. I did let him go. Now I'm gonna have to talk to Kindly Chang. Uh, you may leave out the part about letting him go. I don't know. I feel like it's not that important. The plastic-faced man is not that important. We need to find Raymond, probably kill Josephine Sang. Alright, hey kindly. The walk through the mahjong parlor is punctuated by the tantalizing smell of coconut and fried confection. Your crew surrounds kindly Chang, watching uncomfortably as she peels small egg-shaped delicacies from a waffle-like pastry and pops them into her mouth. Each time she does, her eyes close in ecstasy and soft sound comes from her throat. That's weird. I mean, those little egg things, they're not that good. Wait, what's going on with him? There you are, CKC. Your crew here tells me that you were able to locate and interrogate the plastic-faced man. The straw sandal's eyes narrow, and her rusty voice takes on a jagged edge. They haven't told me his current disposition, however. I assume everything went as I instructed. I'm gonna tell her. I'll let him walk away. Kindly Cheng folds her hands and her face becomes perfectly still. 10 seconds go by. When she speaks again, her voice is calm. I thought I was clear that I wanted him dead. His memory was gone. He wasn't a player anymore. You were clear, Auntie. He was accommodating and I chose to reward him for it. I mean, that too. That too. His memory was gone, he wasn't a player anymore. You were clear, Auntie. He was accommodating, and I chose to reward him for it. Her stiff eyebrows rise. He better have been pretty damn accommodating for you to disobey me. Oh, he was. He was. He gave us everything without hesitation. She popped an egg pastry into her mouth. I trust you got something useful out of him. Oh, we sure did. We got plenty. Wu sounds eager. He gave us a data dump on everything he knew about Prosperity Tower, first-hand info. Yeah, he gave us everything, that's why I let him go. Josephine's headquarters. She rubs her nose, considering. That could be useful, I suppose. What do you intend on doing with it? We're gonna rescue Raymond. He's alive, Auntie, just like I said he was. Josephine's holding him in there. She's doing something to his brain. Something to his brain? She takes another bite of her pastry. What is that old bitch up to now? Based on the memory that Mr. Plastic showed us, Mr. Plastic, it looks like she's trying to rewire her son's memories using something called ASSIST. Artificial Sensory Induction Systems technology. It allows the user to record, process, and feed synthetic sensory input into the brain. Like a SimSense chip. Yes, Auntie, it's the technology that led to SimSense. It's also what allows Deckers to enter the Matrix and grants riggers a neural connection to their drones. An expert assist technician could alter someone's personality, memory, even identity. I'm guessing experts like that don't grow on trees. Definitely not. Changing someone's memories requires a world-class expert in assist and a massive amount of computing power. I'm not sure what exactly they're doing to him, but I'm guessing that his mum wants him to forget something, or to remember it differently, maybe. We do know what it is. It's whatever happened in the Kowloon Ward City. What do we know about Prosperity Tower? Mr. Plastic dropped us a couple terabytes of data on Prosperity Tower right out of his brain. That was fast. Hey, he copied several terabytes really quickly. That's impressive. I mean, usually it takes you a while to copy a terabyte of information. Isabel and I have been studying it. Lots of good intel to mine there. He looks at the rest of the crew. Just what we need to take a run at the place and hope to get out alive. See, Auntie, he was so accommodating. He gave us literally everything. How do we make our approach? Fortunately, Prosperity Tower is one of Zhang's lowest security locations. It's mostly administrative, marketing, that sort of thing. Ah, that's what you think. That's good. Kindly turns to her enforcer. Mr. Bao, give the runners those old Zhang security passes you used on that hijacking last year. Yes, Mrs. Cheng, they'll get them. Those passes should get you through the lobby. The Triad boss pokes a fingernail between her teeth and dislodges a piece of pastry. You still have to explain your presence, SAKC, so don't expect to just walk on through. So the egg pastry things, they're like little... Anyway. You know what, don't worry about it. What about that junk data you held onto after the whooshing run, Isabel? Anything in there we can use? Good thinking, and I'm already ahead of you. I scoured the leftover whooshing paperwork and found a way to change our status to special couriers. We can use that to pose as a third-party whooshing users to deliver important packages. That'll work for a while, but we can't expect to stay in cover for long. One way or another, things are gonna get hot. The loading dock sounds... Wait. I mean, I'm making decisions without really understanding the consequences here. What are the two options? You can go in the front door or go in the loading dock. The loading dock sounds like just the edge we need. Let's do it. Okay, I'll get us booked into the Zhang system and print off some matching papers. We need a van to make it look legit. Bao. Consider it done. Hey, Bao's real good at this. Talk to me about the security setup. How do we get to Raymond? The key to this operation are the 3 security stations located on different floors. The matrix systems in these security stations are the command and control hubs for the entire building security. As such, they are the best place to find out where Raymond Black is being held. That's all we've got on his location. All we know is that he's being held somewhere called Lab 12, but where that is or how to get in there is something we'll still need to figure out on site. If things go hostile, the best thing to do is to get an alarm panel or a matrix security node and shut things down. Get to an alarm panel, right? If we notice, we'll still have a brief window to cut the link to the alarm system. If we do that, it will isolate the whole floor from the security system. The rest of the building won't know what's happening there. If the alarm goes off and we cut the link to the alarm system, we can spoof the system, tell it we've moved to another location. That might work once or twice, but if we spoof too many alarms, they'll figure it out. How long is this brief window to cut the alarm? I mean, the game is telling us a lot of stuff. You should show, not tell. Anyway. Maybe 30 seconds, maybe less if the network isn't cluttered with traffic. It's there as a failsafe so security doesn't stampede all over the building if a janitor forgets to close the door. What about guards, quality, training? Standard corp security for the most part, but Zhang has a rapid response squad for high priority events. That'll be us. Is Gobbett right? Do you think an intrusion into Lab 12 would qualify as a high priority event? Judging by the way Grandma Zhang took out Carter, Gunshot, and Nightjar, I'd say she isn't interested in anyone getting anywhere near her son. Expect to face Zhang's elite security once we find him. Oh, cool. What else do we have on security stations themselves? Staffing weaknesses. Only one thing worth mentioning. Isabel looks over to Wu. The only way into a security station is with a keycard, and guards on each floor carry a card to the station on that floor. The only way into a security station is with a keycard, and guards on each floor carry a card to the station on that floor. So we can get a card by taking them out, but there may be other ways of getting keycards. Wu crosses his arms across his chest. Like I said, the security stations are the key to this operation. They provide multiple opportunities to exploit the system and determine how to approach the rest of our incursion. Alright, so we want to get into the security stations and then, like, mess them up. Um, we'll go as quiet as possible until we have no choice. We don't need an entire building full of security on us. Roger that, we'll be quiet as rats. I see what you did there! Uh, so which station do we hit first? The little decker purses her lips, no way to know. We'll need to take one of them and use it to determine our next step. It's like we have directions to go find the map. That's all I need to know about security. Let's hope it's enough to give us an edge. And edge. How do we stop this assisting from rewiring Raymond? All we know is that an assist device is located in Lab 12. It's the only one in the building. Now I doubt that Grandma would just hand over the passcodes to her system if we ask nicely. So we need a Decker to access the assist device and eject him from the system safely before she scrambles his brain. Alright, what does the Decker need to do to eject him safely? Like I said, we don't know. We're gonna have to improvise. Figure that out when we get there. Alright. One other thing, while I was helping Duncan verify as much of this data as I could, I decided to collect our marker with Boo and his team of runners. Oh yeah? Good call, we need all the help we can get. Isabel looks up at Wu, her eyes big and round. Yeah, no kidding. Turns out Boo and our runner friends hit Zhang a few months back. Low rent, smash and grab for another corp. But they got a quick scan of the building's matrix security before they rabbited. They gave us data flags that pinpoint where the security nodes are located inside of Zhang's system. So when we jack into a security station, we'll be able to make a direct attack on the security node. That could just buy us the seconds we'll need to cut the alarm link. Alright, nice work. Kylie cuts in, licking her fingers with loud smacking noises. One more thing, SDKZ, while you're in her headquarters, look for anything we can use to incriminate or embarrass Josephine Sang. Sure. I want dirt, something I can feed to an acquaintance on the Executive Council, someone who stands to gain from it. Does this cash come with a cash? Does this dirt come with a cash bonus? She pops another egg treat into her mouth, and her eyes close tight with pleasure. Of course, my sweet, of course. Now go enjoy Prosperity Tower, she smiles wolfishly, and give Josephine Sang my regards. There's a good chance she dies. You sent us into Prosperity Tower, there's a good chance she just dies. Alright. 4 more karma. How much more karma am I gonna get in this game, by the way? I'm almost out of dodge. Right, 9 and 9, and then that's all the dodge I can get. Alright, we're going to Prosperity Tower. I guess... Oh, do I need to, like... talk to anyone? Probably don't talk to anyone, right? Let me just check this guy. SCKC, long time no see. Hope you old bones aren't spreading gossip. No, nothing like that. It's related to our dreams, actually. Your timing is perfect. Oh, real? He holds his beard thoughtfully, a mischievous look to him. Or have you been lurking behind a buoy, waiting for the right moment to pop out and feed the dramatic tension of the moment? A short laugh, like a single punch to the gut, bursts out of Jin. There's no way this whelp has that sort of grace. Hey, they seem better than before. Shu shrugs. You never know. It seems like something I might have tried in my youth. Not my style. So exactly what about the dreams were you three discussing? Their expressions sober, humor replaced with uncomfortable stillness. The men's moods appear to shift between fear and sadness. A silent minute passes before Lao speaks. I'm surprised you haven't heard. The dreams have taken someone's life, a local man. I know I was there. Wait, this is the same as before. Hey, this is weird. The first half of the first part of the conversation was different. But then this part is the same. Or did I just remember it wrong? We are changing. Yeah, that part's pretty cool. Alright, so that's the same as before, I think. Alright, she's got nothing. I can go back to my boat now. I couldn't go back to my boat before, because the game forced us to go to meet Kaini Chang. Can I, like, talk to people? Do I have money? Jobs? Pending jobs? No pending jobs? Active jobs? No active jobs? Oh, wait, one unread message. Thanks? From Dreamland to SDKC, subject thanks. Just wanted to say thanks for the hookup with Rhombus. Isabel was right, he was able to make a few modifications for me that, well, let's just say I have some relief and leave it at that. I owe you both, thanks, D. Alright, you're welcome. Walk away. Who did I bring on the run last time? I bought Rector, right? Can we talk about the plastic face man thing in last run? Ah, right. Another betrayal. You would think that I'd be used to it by now, but I most assuredly am not. That said, Xiao Ji's gambit failed him. Josephine Zhang's plans have been laid bare, and we are in a position to act on this knowledge. The upper hand is ours. Sure is, Rector. The restraint that you showed in sparing the plastic-faced man was difficult to understand, but I am not ungrateful. I strongly suspect that we are kindred spirits, he and I. The work that he had done on his face was magnificent. It was art. I find hope in that, all other considerations aside. Ah, restraint. Restraint? Hmm. You know, Rector is probably lacks a little bit of discipline. Discipline, self-control. What is discipline? Discipline is the ability to do things in situations that other people cannot. And also the ability to refrain from doing things that other people can't resist. Right? Like self-control is the ability to do things that others can't. And I don't know, I feel like Rector would appreciate that. Except that I can't tell that to him in the game. Duncan... You mean extracting the plastic-faced man? Wu frowns and his answer comes out in a low rasp. I knew we'd eventually find that guy, but getting the information out of him before he brainwiped was tense. He looks at his boots for a minute, making a decision. Hey, listen, Simon. I didn't disagree with you in front of the crew, but I wouldn't have let that guy just walk away like that. Too dangerous to leave him alive? Because Chinese Chang said to kill him? I mean, because he... But the thing is, Duncan, the plastic-faced man didn't hurt Raymond Black at all. He just took him to Josephine. Right? Like, Duncan... Anyway, let me talk first. Too dangerous to leave him alive. He's a loose end, and we don't need those right now. We're in enough trouble as it is. We don't need someone like him walking around. Yeah, but his memory is wiped. Kindly was kind of fine with it. Kindly was just kind of fine with it. He's a loose end and we don't need those right now. We're in enough trouble as it is. We don't need someone like him walking around. No, he's not. His memory is wiped. He betrayed his employer. Like, how is he's not a liability. The plastic face man is not a problem. Right? We got everything on him. He got nothing on us. Also, this doesn't make any sense. Like this doesn't even correspond to what he said. I'm just gonna say this. That's what we've been doing, Simon. Seems like all that we do. He stopped, raises a finger. Just one more thing. That guy took Raymond. For that alone, I'd draw him. He didn't hurt Raymond, Duncan. Like he didn't hurt Raymond at all, Duncan. At least we know that Raymond is alive now. His lips tightened over his teeth. I fucking knew it. Yep. Now we need to get him out of Prosperity Tower before Grandma reprograms him. Man, she sounds like a piece of work, doesn't she? Maybe we'll get to say hi when we bust into her headquarters. He grabs his goggles off his bunk. I want to see if there's a family resemblance before I drop her. Why? Why you stop killing people for no reason? Anyway, enough about that. Need something else. No. Man, Duncan's a... You don't kill people you don't have to. You don't kill people if it doesn't benefit you. Anyway, Duncan's a liability. I don't